The British Royal Institute for Defence Studies analysed the course of the war in Ukraine and concluded that the plan to occupy the country included both military action and bloody mopping up of the population. The military part included destroying the Air Force, Navy, and air defence assets, shackling of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Donbas, physically eliminating the political and military leadership, and occupying the main political centres of the country. The second part, exceptionally vile, was a purge in the spirit of the Soviet Union and Stalinist repression. It provided for the division of all Ukrainians into 4 groups, where the patriotic part was to be liquidated, dissenters must be allowed through the filtration camps and deported to Siberia, and neutral citizens were asked to induce cooperation. According to the plan, Russian troops were to capture the major cities on the left bank of the Dnieper, as well as Kiev, Kherson, Mykolaiv, and Odessa. After 10 days the occupying army planned to proceed to stabilization measures, the destruction of scattered resistance, in parallel creating occupation administrations. The Russian blitzkrieg ruled out the destruction of critical infrastructure and transport routes, since the occupiers were about to use them themselves. I would add several points to the report. 10 months later, Putin's army continues to lose previously occupied territory. Russian troops are unable to achieve meaningful results despite the mobilization of some 300,000 men, half of whom are already at the front. Russia is fighting with 1980s strategies and weapons. Retention under occupation of occupied territories is threatened not only by the Ukrainian army, but also by partisans with the local population. To continue the offensive against the well-armed, equipped and motivated army of Ukrainian defenders of about 1 million soldiers implies a multiplication of the number of invaders, which will be very difficult to do even with general mobilization. They can pick them up, but what do they get in a fight with? A shovel. So now it is extremely important for Putin and his generals to fix an intermediate result through negotiations. But since such idea in Ukraine and in the West does not inspire anyone, it is obvious that the prospect of blowing up another propaganda hysteria about protection of their territories and homeland in danger is already being considered early next year to justify martial law and general mobilization. Meanwhile, the Russian Ministry of Fertilization of the Ukrainian land has announced a collection of musical instruments to be sent to the front. People are asked to bring balalaikas, accordions, harmonicas, and guitars for inspiration for the feat without charge. So I imagine in the new video, the trench, flying shells and Russian occupant playing on the harmonica. I wonder if the chief conductor will be given a drum. Because Donbass was waiting for his tour.